Good afternoon, everyone. Myself Jyoti Prashant, and today I am going to discuss on the economic perspectives on macro and microeconomics. Moving on to the index, we are mainly going to cover topics on microeconomics, macroeconomics, the difference between micro and macroeconomics, and their applications. So, f- to begin with, what is economics? Economics is a study of individuals, businessmen, and government making decisions about allocating the resources. It's mainly divided into micro and macroeconomics. Macroeconomics mainly focuses on the inflation, unemployment, and economic growth, whereas the micro focuses on the behavior of the individual, consumer, and the firm. So, microeconomics. Microeconomics is mainly concerned on the behavior of an individual consumer and the firm in the market. This branch of economics examines how people make decisions to buy, produce, and sell goods and services. On the key concept, it mainly depends upon the supply and the demand. The law of supply states that as per the price of a good or service increases, the quantity supplied will also increase. On the other hand, the law of demand states that the price of goods or services increases, the quantity of the demanded will be decreasing. Whereas moving on to the macroeconomics is concerned with the overall performance of an economy. This branch of economics depends upon mainly upon the economic growth and how government policies can affect the individuals. On the key concepts in macroeconomic is the gross domestic product, which measures the total value of all goods and services produced within a country in a given period of time. On another hand, the important variable of macroeconomic includes the uh, unemployment rate, the inflation rate, and the balance of trade. The difference between the micro and the macroeconomics. While we compare both micro and macro as a different concept, mainly concerned on the allocation of the resources, they differ in their scope and the focus. Microeconomics focuses on the behavior of an individual consumer firm in the market, while the macroeconomics studies the economy as a whole. Another difference between the micro and the macroeconomics is the level of analysis. Microeconomics uses a bottom up approach, analyzing the individual markets and the transaction, while the macroeconomics uses the top to down approach, analyzing the overall performance of the entire economy. The moving on to the applications of micro and macro have a practical application in real world. Microeconomic is used by businesses to make decisions and pricing and production and the market strategies. It is also used by policymakers to design regulations and tax policies that affect the individual markets. Macroeconomics is used by governments to develop policies that promote economic growth, reduces the unemployment, and control inflation. It is also used by international organizers such as International Monetary Funds to monitor the entire global economic trends. Before concluding, I would like to add upon the interconnection between micro and macroeconomics, as they are also interconnected. You can explore how changes in the macroeconomic conditions, such as recession, inflation, can affect the behavior of an individual economic agent. Conversely, you could also discuss how the behavior of the individual economic agents, such as the consumer spending or the investment decisions, can have a broader a macroeconomic implication. On the contemporary debates, the discussion mainly leads upon the role of the government intervention in the economy or the impact of globalization on both micro and macro levels on their outcomes. You could also provide a critical analysis between the different perspectives on the issues, explore how they reflect on the broader debates within the discipline of the economy as a whole. To conclude on this, on micro and macro, on two different perspectives of these branches. The micro mainly focuses on the individual consumer, and the macro will be on the economy on whole. And this is how like we can compare on micro and macro as a whole. Thank you guys and have a nice day.